step into the silence where the weak ones fade away, where iron speaks louder than anything you say, where excuses die the moment the first plate hits the bar, and the only thing that matters is how far you're willing to scar. This is not a place for comfort, this is where pain becomes your guide, where discipline replaces fear and ego gets crucified. Every rep is a statement, every set is a war, and I keep pushing deeper than I ever did before. My lungs are burning fire, my veins are screaming loud, but I don't slow it down, I stand aggressive and proud, because the moment you break is the moment you grow, and I refuse to be the version that I used to know. There's a darkness inside me that refuses to rest. It feeds on pressure, it demands nothing less. Every drop of sweat is a debt being paid to the man I promised I would become, not the one that stayed. I don't chase motivation, I build discipline instead. I train my body to move when my mind feels dead, because the strongest men are not built in knees, they are forged in moments when they drop to their knees. The bar feels heavier, the air feels tight, but this is the moment that defines the fight. Not when it's easy, not when it's clean, but when everything hurts and you still stay sane. I've learned to recognize the pain like it's part of my skin, because every time I suffer, I know I'll win. The world will remember the comfort you choose, but it will remember the battles you refuse to lose. I'm not way to impress, I'm here to evolve. Every problem I face is something I solve. Through pressure, through grind, through breaking my shell, I turn every weakness into something that excels. This is who I image, rewritten in blood and sweat, where failure is corollary, but regret is a threat. I would rather collapse, giving everything I've got, than live my whole life knowing I gave it none. My reflection is different, my eyes don't lie. They've seen the moments where weaker men would cry, but I chose to stand, to rise, to rebuild, because nothing in life comes without being killed. Comfort is poison, it kills your flame. Discipline is the only way to play the game. I sacrifice now so I can dominate later. I build my empire, step by step greater. This is not a phase, this is who I am. A machine of focus, a relentless man. I don't negotiate with weakness anymore. I shut the door and declare war. The deeper the pain, the higher I rise. I see clarity through struggle, truth through the lies. I don't run from pressure, I welcome the weight, because greatness only comes to those who don't hesitate. I bury the old me under iron and dust, replace them with discipline, hunger and trust. Now every movement I make has a purpose and fire. I don't chase success, I build desire. This is my ascension, built from the dark. Every rep, every scar, every permanent mark. I didn't wait for change, I became the storm, and now I rise stronger than I've ever been before. Yes.
There's a voice in my head that tells me to quit, but I've learned how to silence every part of it. I replace every doubt with a brutal command: either suffer today or stay where you stand. The iron doesn't care about your mood or your pain, only responds to how much you can sustain. And I've built a mindset that refuses to fall, no matter how heavy, no matter how cold. There's a voice in my head that tells me to quit, but I've learned how to silence every part of it. I replace every doubt with a brutal command: either suffer today or stay where you stand. There's a voice in my head that tells me to quit, but I've learned how to silence every part of it. I replace every every doubt with a brutal command. Either suffer today or stay where you stand.
Limits are illusions created by fear, and every time I face them I make them disappear. I don't negotiate with the voice of my mind. I break through the wall and leave it behind. I break through the wall and leave it behind. Limits are illusions created by fear, and every time I face them I make them disappear. I don't negotiate with the voice of my mind. I break through the wall and leave it behind.
Hey. Every drop of sweat is a reminder that nothing is handed. Everything is earned. And I've committed to the path where excuses are burned. I don't stop when it hurts. I stop when it's done. And until that moment arrives, I will keep pushing. Keep fighting. Keep becoming the one. I don't walk into the gym, I enter a battlefield where every second tests my existence. Where the air is thick with ambition and the sound of iron crashing becomes the rhythm of my resistance. And I remind myself that nothing worth having comes without a cost. I'm ready to pay. The weight doesn't scare me, it reveals me, it exposes every weakness I tried to hide. And instead of stepping back, I lean into the struggle, cause I know this pressure is the only thing that can reshape my pride. My muscles burn, my lungs scream, my vision blurs for a second. But I lock back in because I've trained my mind to operate beyond comfort, beyond fear, beyond every limit I was ever told to respect. There is no shortcut in this place, no easy path, no quick escape, only repetition, only discipline, only the brutal truth that you either push through or you stay the same. Every rep I complete is a silent promise that I refuse to break. A commitment to being stronger than yesterday, no matter how much effort it takes. I've learned to embrace exhaustion as a teacher, to accept pain as a signal of growth, and to trust the process even when progress feels invisible and slow. The mirror doesn't lie, it reflects the work you put in. And today I see someone who is no longer afraid to lose because I've already defeated the version that used to give in. This is not about motivation. This is about identity. About becoming the kind of person who shows up regardless of emotion or external energy. I carry the weight not just on my body but in my mind, and every time I lift it I prove that I am built differently from those who fall behind. There's a moment in every set where everything inside you tells you to stop. And that is exactly the moment where champions are created and average minds drop. I don't measure progress in comfort, I measure it in pain endured and limits destroyed. And the quiet satisfaction of knowing I gave everything I had deployed.
This grind is personal, this journey is mine. No audience, no applause. Just me versus the version of myself I refuse to let define. The deeper I go into the struggle, the clearer my purpose becomes. I'm not here to participate, I'm here to dominate and overcome. Every drop of sweat is a reminder that nothing is handed. Everything is earned, and I've committed to the path where excuses are burned. I don't stop when it hurts, I stop when it's done. And until that moment arrives, I will keep pushing, keep fighting, keep becoming the one.
There's a fire inside me that doesn't need noise, it doesn't need validation. It grows in silence and discipline, built through repetition and relentless dedication. I don't waste energy talking about goals, I convert the energy into action, into reps, into sets, into a level of focus that blocks out every distraction. Aggression is not chaos, it is control. It is knowing exactly when to push harder and when to stay locked into the role. The bar feels heavier today, but so does my purpose. And I remind myself that every ounce of resistance is shaping something beneath the surface. I train my body to endure and my mind to command, because strength is not just physical, it's the ability to execute under pressure and stand. There are girl painters in this mindset. No need for approval or praise, just a deep understanding that greatness is built in unseen days. Every lift is a conversation between me and my limits, and I've learned to speak louder to action than fear ever did with its gimmicks. I don't rush the process, I respect it. I let it build me slowly into something unbreakable, something steady. The pain doesn't distract me anymore, it guides me. It tells me I'm exactly where I need to be. There's discipline and repetition, power and patience, and growth and consistency that most people never experience. I don't rely on motivation, I rely on structure, on habits that don't collapse when things get tougher. This is not temporary effort, this is a lifestyle that demands commitment every single day, regardless of mood or weather. The stronger I get, the quieter I become, because I no longer need to prove anything, I just become. There is no finish line here, only progression, only evolution, only a constant state of controlled aggression. I don't explode under pressure, I transform through it, and that is what makes me different.
Strength begins where excuses end, and I've buried every excuse that ever tried to define me under the weight of discipline and relentless intent. My core is not just physical, it's mental. It's built through pressure, through resistance, through moments where quitting feels easier, but I choose persistence. Every rep is a statement that I refuse to fold, that I'm willing to suffer now to build something that lasts when I'm old. I don't chase comfort, I chase growth, and growth lives in discomfort, in effort, in pushing both body and mind beyond what feels natural. There is no applause here, no recognition, just a quiet war between who I am and who I'm becoming with every repetition. The deeper I go into the grind, the more I understand that limits are temporary and discipline is permanent. I've trained my mind to stay when everything else wants to leave, to hold the line when everything feels impossible to achieve. Pain is no longer a barrier, it's a signal, a confirmation that I'm stepping into a new level of strength and mental control. I don't fear failure, I fear staying the same, and that fear drives me harder than anything else ever came. Every movement is intentional, every set is calculated. This is not random effort, this is structured domination created. The iron doesn't care about your story, it only responds to your effort. And I've made sure my effort speaks louder than any word ever. This journey is lonely, but that's where strength is built. Away from noise, away from distraction, away from guilt. I don't compare, I don't compete, I dominate my own path. I build my own standard, I create my own aftermath. The grind is endless, but so is my commitment. I don't stop because I'm tired, I stop when I've given everything in it. This is not temporary strength, this is permanent change. An unbreakable core built through pressure, pain, and range.
Understand, if you're real battle, it's not physical, it's mental. It's the voice inside that tells you to stop, and a decision to ignore it. Every rep I complete is proof that I am stronger than my excuses, stronger than my past, stronger than my fear. This journey is isolated, and that isolation builds clarity, removes distraction. I stopped asking for easy and started demanding more from myself, because I realized that comfort was the only thing standing between me and the version of me I was meant to become. Every time I step under the weight, I feel the pressure trying to break me, but instead of resisting it, I absorb it. I let it reshape me into something stronger, something harder. There is no sympathy in this process, no shortcuts, no hidden path. Only the raw truth that if you want more, you have to become more through consistent, brutal effort. My body may get tired, but my mind refuses to surrender, because I've trained it to understand that fatigue is temporary, but the growth is permanent. I don't train for attention, I train for transformation. For the moment when I look back and realize I became everything I once struggled to be. Pain is no longer a warning sign, it is an invitation, a signal that I'm stepping into a new level that most people never reach. I don't measure effort by how I feel, I measure it by how far I push beyond what feels possible, beyond what feels safe. This is not about lifting weight, this is about lifting standards, about raising the level of discipline I hold myself accountable to. There is no room for weakness here, no space for doubt. Only focus, only execution, only relentless forward motion. I've learned that the real battle is not physical, it's mental. It's the voice inside that tells you to stop, and the decision to ignore it. Every rep I complete is proof that I am stronger than my excuses, stronger than my past, stronger than my fear. This journey is isolating, but that isolation builds clarity. It removes distraction, it sharpens intention. I don't break under pressure, I adapt to it, I evolve through it. I become something that cannot be shaken. The more I suffer, the more I understand that this pain is shaping me into something rare, something dangerous. This is ruthless evolution, not gentle growth, and I accept every part of it without hesitation.
We gon' some motherfuckers up, man. Still don't talk about it. The real fight doesn't start when you pick up the weight. It starts in your mind when every part of you is telling you to walk away. I know. It's telling you to walk away.
I've built a mentality that doesn't negotiate with weakness. It doesn't accept excuses. It only responds to action. Every set feels like a battle. Every rep feels like resistance. And I embrace that because I know this is where strength is born. The gym is not a place, it's a war zone where discipline is your weapon and consistency is your shield. I don't wait for motivation, I create it through movement, through effort, through showing up when it's the last thing I wanna do. There's a moment in every workout where quitting feels easier, and that's the exact moment I choose to go harder. My breathing gets heavier, my muscles start to fail, but my mind stays locked, focused, unbreakable. I've learned that limits are just mental barriers, and every time I push past them I destroy a piece of doubt. This is not about looking strong, it's about becoming unstoppable under pressure. I don't fear the struggle, I fear staying the same, and that fear pushes me further than anything else. Every drop of sweat is a reminder that I'm putting in work that most people are unwilling to do. The war never ends, but neither does my effort. I stay consistent regardless of how I feel. Pain becomes normal, struggle becomes routine, and discipline becomes identity. I'll stop chasing results, I focus on the process, because the process is what creates results. This is my mental war zone, and I refuse to lose. This is my mental war zone, and I refuse to lose.
Hey. Control is not about dominating others. It's about mastering yourself when everything around you feels chaotic. I've trained my mind to stay focused when my body wants to quit. Stay disciplined when motivation fades. Every movement is intentional, every rep calculated. Nothing is wasted, nothing is random. The gym is where I practice control, where I refine my focus, where I sharpen my discipline. I don't rush progress, I build it, step by step, rep by rep, day by day. Yeah, there is power in patience, strength and consistency, and growth and persistence. Yeah, I don't react to pain, I respond to it. I use it as fuel instead of an excuse. My energy is controlled, my aggression is focused, my effort is relentless. I don't need external validation. I validate myself through the work I put in. The more control I build, the more unstoppable I become. Yeah, I don't chase perfection, I chase progress, and that keeps me moving forward. Yeah, this is not temporary effort, this is a lifestyle built on discipline. Yeah, every set completed is a step closer to the person I'm becoming. I don't stop when it gets hard, I adapt, I adjust, I continue. This is absolute control, and it defines everything I do.
Pain is not something I avoid anymore. It's something I step into willingly because I know it carries growth. Every time my body tells me to stop, I push harder because I've learned that limits are temporary. The discomfort I feel is proof that I'm moving forward, that I'm breaking barriers. I don't complain about the struggle, I embrace it, I use it. There's strength in suffering, power in persistence, and victory in endurance. I stop looking for easy, I look for effective, for challenging, for demanding.
Every rep I complete under pressure builds something inside me that cannot be broken. The gym is where I test myself, where I push beyond what feels possible.
I don't run from pain, I dominate it, I control it. There is no growth without struggle, no progress without resistance.
I don't wait for the right moment, I dramate it through action. Every drop of sweat is earned, every ounce of effort counts. This is not just physical. This is not just physical. This is mental strength being built. This is not just physical. This is mental strength being built. I don't give up, I level up every single day. Pain doesn't break me, it builds me into something stronger.